Hi, I'm Dina Lee. I'm currently a school social worker at Marshall Middle School in Wichita, Kansas. My educational timeline is when I was 12 years old. I wanted to be a teacher. I can remember the exact spot I was standing at the lake. And I was looking out over the lake, and the neighbor asked me what I wanted to do when I was growing up. And I said, well, I want to be a teacher. So I went to college, but I didn't realize that you should attend college when you um, enroll. And so I had to drop out because they wouldn't let me take any more classes. And then after having a few kids, I came back and went to school and started in the education program. But because my GPA was so low, they wouldn't allow me to officially be in the education program. So because I also know people in the education department at Wichita State University, they allowed me to take courses in Core 1 and Course 3. So I have all the observations, all the planning. I even have an education portfolio of all building assignments and going through all the classes. But they wouldn't allow me to actually be in the program to take the rest of the classes that I need. And believe it or not, I only needed like 9 more hours and then my student teaching to actually be a teacher in Kansas. But because my GPA was so low that when I came back as an adult student, I couldn't even make it as up to their minimum level for the GPA requirement. So I graduated with a psychology degree. And I got my first job as an attendant care case manager at a local mental health agency and worked in the school setting. Loved being in the school. Like I said, I've always wanted to be in the school setting, but I decided that case management was not the job for me as an adult. And so I went back to school and I got a social work degree and then a master's in social work. And I started my social work practicum in 2010. And I also got moved to a school where I actually got to have a paid practicum job there, which was awesome. I worked in an elementary school for that practicum year and then the following year, and then switched to middle school and have been in middle school ever since. I will always be a middle school person. I decided in 2018 that I wanted to become a principal because I have natural leadership skills, and whenever I'm in a building, everybody always asks, when are you going to do this? Even the principals that I've worked for, all of them but one have always asked, well, when are you going to do this? You're a natural leader, when are you going to do this? And I was always nervous because my district doesn't look highly upon if you're not taught in the classroom. But for me, what I share with people is there are more things to being a principal than just teaching. You have to have people skills. You have to be able to make proper decisions. You need to be able to lead by example. You need to model things. You need to know so many other things besides building a lesson plan and how to teach children. A social worker also teaches children and adults as well, so we do know how to teach. I started this program at Fort Hays in the spring of 2023, but the funny thing about it is I did contact Dr. Moody years ago and said, what do you think about having a school social worker be in the program? And he did some checking whether the state of Kansas would allow it, and he got back with me and he said, yes, these are the classes you need to take. But I didn't enroll immediately because I was super nervous about taking the courses. So I waited, and then finally I just got to the point where this is crazy. I'm doing the job as an intern. Why am I not getting paid for it? So when in my building, my principal does a good job of letting people learn the job that you want to have. So I started taking the courses. That way we could get my name out in the district to be able to have a leadership role in a building. The courses that I've taken so far is the spring course. I took the special ed law and then the intro to the leadership. Then my next courses that I'm going to take is school law in the summer and finance in the summer, as well as community in the summer, and then I'll take the supervision and the practicum courses in the fall. I'm super excited and stoked to do this. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fast, but I will do this. My goal is to work in my district, and then when my husband and I get to a point where we are ready, we'll move to the lake, and I will apply for principal positions down there, because my goal is to be able to work, during the day, go home, get in the boat, and go to the marina or the restaurant on the water for dinner and come back. Water is my thing. It's relaxing to me, and who wouldn't want to hire somebody from a large district? My principal came to me the other day and he said, "Did you know that our school district is the 92nd largest school district in the country?" Well, I think that anybody would want to hire somebody from that large of a district and with that knowledge base. So that's my goal. And then we'll move into retirement and I'll get to spend time with grandbabies and live happily ever after. Thank you.